Stop me if this sounds familiar. You walk up a flight of stairs and you are out of breath. Your chest feels tight. Your heart is pounding. You tell yourself it is just age. Your doctor told you the same thing. But what if I told you that your heart does not have to age the way the rest of your body does? What if I told you that some people in their 70s and 80s have hearts that function like they are 30 years old, and it has nothing to do with luck or genetics? A 2025 study published in the journal Life followed thousands of older adults and found that lifestyle modifications significantly reduce cardiovascular risk. The people who maintained specific habits had hearts that were decades younger. The difference was not their genes, it was their daily choices. So, here is my question to you, and I want you to answer honestly. How old do you feel your heart is right now? Is it 50? Is it 70? Is it your actual age? Type your answer in the comments right now, because by the end of this video, you are going to know exactly what your heart age should be and exactly how to get there. Stick with me until the end because the number one habit on this list is the one almost nobody expects, and it is the one that has the biggest impact on your cardiovascular age. If you have ever felt short of breath, if you have ever worried about your heart, if you have ever wondered if it is too late to make a change, this video is for you, and I am going to show you the 5 habits that separate a 30-year-old heart from an 80-year-old heart. Before we get into the habits, let me ask you something. Type your age in the comments right now. Just your age. Nothing else. I want to see who is watching. I want to see if you are in your 70s, your 80s, or beyond, because this video is for you, and I want to know who I am talking to. Now, here is the truth that most doctors do not have time to tell you. I have seen this in my own family. My father is 78 years old. He walks 2 miles every single morning. He eats a mostly plant-based diet. He sleeps at least 7 hours a night. He stays connected to friends and family. His resting heart rate is 62. His blood pressure is consistently around 120/78. His cholesterol is in the healthy range without medication. His doctor told him his cardiovascular age is closer to 50 than 80. Then I look at his friends, same age, same genetics, same hometown, but completely different outcomes. They have high blood pressure. They take statins. They get short of breath climbing stairs. They have been told that heart disease is just part of aging, but it is not. The research is clear. A 2025 study published in Life Journal found that lifestyle modifications significantly reduce cardiovascular risk in older adults. Another study from the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey analyzed over 10,000 older adults and found that only 14.57% met physical activity targets. That means 85% of seniors are not moving enough to protect their hearts. But those who did had dramatically better outcomes. So here is my question for you. Do you feel like your heart is acting its age, or is it acting younger? Type younger or older in the comments. I want to know how you feel right now. Now let me reveal the 5 habits that keep your heart acting decades younger. I have ranked them from number 5 to the single most powerful habit of them all. And I am going to ask you a question after every single one, because I want to know what you are already doing, and I want to know what you are going to start doing. Habit number 5, walking consistently. Not running, not intense cardio, walking. A 2022 study published in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology found that walking at least 150 minutes per week reduced cardiovascular mortality by 45% in adults over 70, not 10%. Not 20%, 45%. That is a massive reduction in risk from something as simple as walking. The American Heart Association recommends 150 minutes of moderate physical activity per week. For seniors, that translates to about 20 to 30 minutes of brisk walking every day. But here is the key. Most people over 70 are not doing this. The NHANES study found that only 14.57% of older adults met physical activity targets. That means 85% of seniors are not walking enough to protect their hearts. If you are still walking consistently after 70, you are already ahead of 85% of your peers. So here is my question for you. How many days a week do you walk for at least 20 minutes? Type your answer in the comments. If it is 5 or more days, type 5 dots and tell us your age. If it is less, type your number. I want to see where you are starting from. Habit number 4. Sleeping at least 7 hours per night. Most people think of sleep as passive, But your heart is doing some of its most important work while you sleep. During deep sleep, your heart rate drops, your blood pressure falls, and your body repairs blood vessels. A 2023 study found that adults who slept less than 6 hours per night had a 20% higher risk of heart attack and stroke. In fact, a study from Harvard Medical School linked poor sleep to recurrent heart attacks. Sleep is not optional. It is essential for heart repair. Yet most seniors are not getting enough. For adults over 65, the recommended sleep duration is 7 to 8 hours per night. If you are over 70 and still getting at least 7 hours of quality sleep, your heart is getting the nightly repair it needs. So here is my question. Do you sleep at least 7 hours most nights? If yes, type 7 in the comments. If not, type less and tell me how many hours you are getting. Be honest. This is your baseline. Habit number 3, avoiding smoking. I know this one seems obvious, but it is the single most damaging thing you can do to your heart at any age. A 2025 study from Life Journal found that non-smoking showed the strongest direct effect on heart health. The researchers concluded that smoking cessation at any age confers substantial benefits in reducing cardiovascular mortality at any age. Even if you have been smoking for 50 years, quitting now will reduce your risk of heart disease within weeks. Your blood pressure will drop, your circulation will improve, your arteries will start to heal. The data from NHANES showed that smoking cessation among older adults was relatively high, meaning the majority of seniors have quit. That is encouraging. But if you are still smoking after 70, your heart is not acting like a 30-year-old. It is acting like someone who is actively damaging their blood vessels every single day. So here is my honest question for you. Do you still smoke? If not, type smoke-free in the comments. If you are working on quitting, type quitting, and let us support you in the comments. And if you have a loved one who smokes, tag them in the comments. Let them know you care about their heart. Habit number 2. Eating a heart-healthy diet. This is the habit that most people think they are doing but usually are not. The NHANES study found that only 36.81% of older adults adhered to a low-salt diet, and only 12.87% met fiber intake targets. That means 87% of seniors are not getting enough fiber for their hearts. A heart-healthy diet is not complicated. It is mostly plant-based. It is low in saturated fat. It is low in sodium. It is high in fiber. The Mediterranean diet is consistently ranked as the best diet for heart health. It emphasizes olive oil, fish, nuts, legumes, fruits, and vegetables. It is low in red meat and processed foods. If you are over 70 and still eating a heart-healthy diet, your heart is getting the nutrients it needs to function like a 30-year-old. So here is my question. Do you eat vegetables at most meals? Do you limit salt and saturated fat? If yes, type heart diet in the comments. If not, type changing and commit to making one small change this week. Tell me what you are going to change. Write it in the comments. I want to see your commitment. And now, habit number 1, the most powerful habit of all. The one that has the biggest impact on your heart health after 70, and it is the one almost nobody expects. If you are still doing this one thing, your heart is not just healthy, it is extraordinary. Habit number 1, staying socially connected. This habit surprises most people. They expect exercise, diet, or sleep, but social connection is the most underrated heart health habit after 70. Loneliness is as dangerous to your heart as smoking 15 cigarettes per day. A cardiologist at Virtua Health explained that loneliness increases the risk of heart disease in older adults. Another cardiologist emphasized that maintaining social connections is essential because loneliness and depression can negatively impact heart health. The study published in Life Journal found that stress and social isolation are significant contributors to cardiovascular risk. If you are over 70 and still maintaining meaningful relationships, you are doing something remarkable for your heart. Here is the science behind this. Social interaction triggers the release of oxytocin, which reduces cortisol and inflammation. The neurons that fire during genuine conversation and emotional connection keep your brain and heart healthy. When those neurons go quiet for weeks at a time, inflammation rises and heart health declines. Staying connected keeps your heart young. So here is my most important question of this entire video. Do you have at least one meaningful social interaction every single day? If yes, type "Connerd" in the comments. If not, type "reaching out" and commit to calling someone today. And if you have a friend or family member who is lonely, tag them in the comments. Let them know you are thinking about them. Your heart will thank you, and theirs will too. Now let me tell you about the 5 most common mistakes people make with heart health after 70. And I want you to pay close attention because most people make at least one of these. Mistake number 1. Focusing only on cholesterol and ignoring inflammation. Inflammation is a silent driver of heart disease that most people overlook. A heart-healthy diet and regular exercise reduce inflammation more effectively than statins alone. The 2025 study from Life Journal found that dietary quality and physical activity significantly reduced cardiovascular risk through their effects on inflammation. Mistake number 2. Thinking it is too late to start. It is never too late. The Enhance study found that older adults who adopted healthy behaviors later in life still showed significant cardiovascular benefits. Even if you have been sedentary for years, starting to exercise now will improve your heart function within weeks. Mistake number 3. Focusing only on physical health and ignoring mental health. Loneliness is as dangerous as smoking. The cardiologists at Virtua Health emphasize that loneliness and depression can negatively impact heart health. Make social connection a priority. Mistake number 4. Relying only on medications. Medications help, but they are not enough. The combination of lifestyle changes and medications is far more effective than either alone. The Enhance study found that lifestyle modifications plus medication resulted in the best outcomes for older adults. Mistake number 5. Not getting enough sleep. Sleep is when your heart repairs itself. Harvard cardiologists reported that less than 6 hours of sleep is linked to recurrent heart attacks. Prioritize sleep as much as diet and exercise. So here is my question. Which of these 5 mistakes have you made? Type the number in the comments. Be honest. This is how we learn. Now let me answer the 5 most common questions people ask about heart health after 70. Question 1. How much exercise do I really need? The American Heart Association recommends 150 minutes of moderate activity per week. That is about 20 to 30 minutes daily. Walking counts. Even if you cannot walk, water aerobics and stationary biking are great alternatives. Question 2. Can I eat eggs? Yes. Dietary cholesterol from eggs has a minimal effect on blood cholesterol for most people. Focus on reducing saturated fat and trans fats instead. Question 3. How do I know if my heart is healthy? Get regular checkups. Monitor blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar. Your doctor can assess your cardiovascular risk. Symptoms like chest pain, shortness of breath, or fatigue should be evaluated immediately. Question 4. What if I cannot afford healthy food? Frozen vegetables and canned beans are affordable and heart healthy. Focus on reducing processed foods and sugar. A study from Enhance found that access to healthy food was a major barrier, but even modest improvements in diet can help. Question 5. How long until I see results? Some benefits appear within days of starting. Blood pressure drops within weeks. Cholesterol improves within months. The biggest improvements come from consistent habits over years. A study from Life Journal found that even late-life lifestyle modifications significantly reduce cardiovascular risk. So here's my question. What is the one question you still have about your heart health? Type it in the comments. I read every single one. Now let me give you a practical 10-step protocol to keep your heart acting decades younger. Step 1. Walk for 20 minutes every day. Start today. Walk after meals if you cannot fit it in otherwise. Step 2. Eat a Mediterranean-style diet. Eat more vegetables and whole grains. Cut back on red meat. Add fish twice weekly. Step 3. Sleep 7 to 8 hours each night. Go to bed at the same time every night. Avoid screens before bed. Step 4. Quit smoking. Get support if you need it. It is never too late to quit. Step 5. Stay socially connected. Call a friend every day. Join a group or club. Step 6. Manage stress. Try meditation, deep breathing, or gentle yoga. A cardiologist at Mount Sinai noted that managing stress through relaxation techniques and socializing is essential for heart health. Step 7. See your doctor regularly. Check blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar. A cardiologist noted that routine screenings for blood pressure, cholesterol, and EKGs are vital for early detection. Step 8. Limit salt and sugar. Most sodium comes from processed foods. Read labels. Cook at home when you can. Step 9. Maintain a healthy weight. Even modest weight loss can improve blood pressure and cholesterol. Step 10. Be consistent. Heart health is a daily commitment. Small habits done consistently beat big efforts done rarely. So here is my final question. Which step are you going to start with today? Type the number in the comments. I want to see your commitment. Let me quickly recap the 5 habits, the 5 mistakes, the 5 questions, and the 10 steps. The 5 habits: walking consistently, sleeping 7+ hours, avoiding smoking, eating a heart-healthy diet, and staying socially connected. The 5 mistakes: ignoring inflammation, thinking it is too late, ignoring mental health, relying only on medications, and not getting enough sleep. The 5 questions: how much exercise? 150 minutes weekly. Eggs? Yes. Heart health, regular screenings, healthy food cost, frozen veggies and beans, timeline, days to years. The 10 steps: walk daily, Mediterranean diet, sleep 7-8 hours, quit smoking, stay connected, manage stress, see doctor, limit salt and sugar, maintain weight, be consistent. Here is the truth that most doctors will not tell you. Your heart is not doomed just because you are over 70. The changes that happen to your heart with age are not inevitable. They are largely determined by your habits. If you are still walking consistently, sleeping well, not smoking, eating a heart-healthy diet, and staying socially connected, your heart is not acting like an 80-year-old. It is acting like someone decades younger. The research is clear. Lifestyle modifications significantly reduce cardiovascular risk in older adults. Combined adherence to healthy behaviors produces the greatest reductions in risk. You do not need expensive treatments. You do not need complicated routines. You need these 5 habits, consistently, daily. The choice is yours. If this video changed how you see heart health after 70, hit like so. Winds of Thought can bring you more science of the body you inhabit. And comment below. How many of these 5 habits do you currently have? Type a number from 0 to 5. And if you are over 70, type your age too. And tell me which habit you are going to start with today. Your heart has been waiting for the right habits. Start today. Says this video to someone who needs to hear it. Your parent who thinks heart disease is inevitable. Your friend who has given up on exercise. Your spouse who is lonely but does not admit it. Their hearts are not broken. They just need the right habits. You do not need expensive supplements. You do not need complicated treatments. You need walking, sleep, no smoking, healthy food, and connection. Start today. Your heart will thank you.